Hi guys, Talon here. We are back with Train Simulator in this new scenario we're building. So yeah, we've got our train all nicely lined up now. So the next step is to add some AI traffic to it, because otherwise it's going to end up a really boring looking scenario. So, what we're going to be doing, well, the first thing I do quite like to do, I tend to do this with a lot of my scenarios, is we'll actually have something coming into the station to provide a bit of life. And something to see while we're waiting for our passengers to board. So what should we have? The only problem with doing this scenario, by the way, and I will show this just now, is if we pick any of the GWR stuff that came with the Riviera line in the 50s, any of it, in fact it'll have to be a tender, you'll see that it'll have the 50s style logo rather than the later one, which is what's on the bullies. But unfortunately there's not a huge amount that we can do about that. So it doesn't really matter, it's like I say, as long as you squint it'll be absolutely fine. So we'll have something coming in. What should we have coming in? I think, just to give us something to look at, something like a Grange would be quite nice. So we'll go with, what should we go with? Could the milk train, or no, we'll actually have something with passengers. 7's a bit too many. 5 coaches. There we go. So he's facing the wrong way, so shift click, spin him around. Try that again. Shift click, spin him around. Now he's facing towards Kingswear. What's it given us? 6819 Hynham Grange, okay. So there's that. We'll call him, miraculously, 6819, and all he's going to be doing is literally driving straight in to Kingsway Platform 2. Very nice and simple. Kingsway Platform 2, and that is where he is going to finish. That's the end of his turn, basically, so that's fine. Now, we will have a little bit more life going on at Kingswear aside from that. What could we do? I mean, one thing we could do for sure is just have something poking out of that little shed there. I think, what would look quite nice there? How about a modified hull? Is that light engine? That's light engine. That's fine, so we'll spin him around as well. So that'll be just something to gaze at. So this platform here is going to be taken by the incoming train. Just to add a little bit of life around, we could have a little pannier doing a bit of shunting duty, I suppose. Let's do that. Let's have a pannier on, just a little light shunt. So, 5 coaches, 3 coaches. If we have him starting there, spin him around. What number is that giving us? It's certainly a quite busy station. 5723. Okay. I'm not entirely convinced this is going to work. We will find out. If not, we'll delete him. 5723. This is just to add a little bit of life. We'll have him going to the Kingswear Upyard loop. Wonderful. In fact, I'm actually going to make him a goods train, to be honest with you, rather than a passenger. We'll have him going back into Kingswear Upyard 4. That's great, and that will be where he ends. So that's fine. Let's just get rid of those carriages. Nice, I'd just feel a little bit happier if he was shunting some goods around or something like that. So, bye-bye. Right. What can we find? Well, I think, from memory up the top here. Mixed wagon rake short. Is it going to fit in there is the question. No, it's not, but it will do if we pull him forward slightly. Just about, well, he's facing the wrong way. That's easy to remedy. That's fine. Is that actually touching the buffers? It's through the buffers. Let's see what, let's just lose that. It's going to be a lot easier, isn't it? It's only shunting. Right. Yeah, so that's fine. So yeah, that's looking very nice. So that's a bit of life to our station. We could even, actually just thinking about it, over here we'll have a couple of carriages just sat at the side with, what else could we do? Let's have a little, I just like scenery, so that will be sort of something else to see there. Yeah, so that's good. So, this is really just basic station life, so now if we go on to that, save changes, yep. Now I won't be driving anywhere again, this is just going to be a little mini part 2, just pretty cool station life actually, just because it's kind of important when you do start a scenario to have something going on, because otherwise it's just a bit boring. Pardon me, it's just a bit boring seeing nothing happening. So, hopefully we're going to see two things happen. The first thing we should see is off here, we should see our pannier. Now we'll just keep an eye on him. It's also quite nice seeing that hole in the shed over there, just a little bit. I didn't even see which one it was. Hell Hall, right. Just quite nice just seeing a little bit of station life going on. And also we've got our Grange over here coming in. So again, you know, if I go back to our train over here, rather than just sitting there waiting for the passengers, it's actually just nice seeing a bit of life going on. Now the theory is he's going to stop just forward of these points here. We should actually see these points change. Just keep a close eye on them. I'm kind of hoping we do. Or is the painter deciding to go all the way to Painston? That'll be the next thing. How far up is he actually intending on going? Okay, that's a little bit worrying. Oh no, so the points did just go. So now they're all set for him going the other way. That's some nice scenery over there with the carriages and the wagons too. Ah, that's why, it's because I told him to go all the way up to the up loop. Yeah, so he'll be stopping any moment now. That's a lovely shot there, isn't it? See, that would have made a really, well, one of these would have made a really nice part of it. In fact, you know what, let me actually just grab a quick shot of this while he's stopped. That'll make a nice photo. How about that one there? And he should go backwards in a second. But we've got our Grange pulling into the station now. It is a shame that there's no runaround loop for him to get back onto the front of that train again, because it would actually be quite nice to see him doing a runaround, coming back up, and using the turntable to spin himself around. But unfortunately, that cannot be. I mean, when you're building scenarios, it is always quite nice just to do this every now and again, just to make sure everything's working nicely. So is he going to go? Wow, he's getting very close to the buffers. I'll tell you what, his driving's better than mine is. Okay. Yep. So he's now going backwards. So yeah, everything's working absolutely fine. That's perfect. So yeah, that's how to add a bit of station life while your train's sat on the platform. Here comes the rain by the look of it. And that will be it for this one. Basically, just adding a little bit of station life AI. Next one, we'll be looking at adding the trains as we're driving along. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Hope that helped slightly, and I'll see you for the next episode.